Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Do you have my espresso bean?
How'd you get out of prison?
Good lawyer. Enough, Doc. Where's my bean?
I don't have it.
Jimmy's been kidnapped. Help me, and I'll do anything.
What's in it for me?
Information about your mother.
Detective Mickey Potatoes is back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A priceless espresso bean is missing and a life is on the line. Join Mickey in an all-ages noir adventure packed with comedy, suspense, and heart. Support Detective Potatoes, Lord of the Bean on Kickstarter, and unlock exclusive rewards. Books, poker chips, minifigures, and more. Back the campaign today and help bring this thrilling mystery to life. Support independent storytelling. Support Detective Potatoes.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they have just, I mean, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Won't you get in trouble if the boss shows up?
Oh, no, it's the boss here? Hey, wait, I'm the boss.
Well, I'm partway here. Let me figure out this damn app. Hold on. Yeah, I am partway here. I'm not quite all the way here yet. But our boy, your boy, my boy, everybody's boy, he's here.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Brum, brum.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it.
The doctor is indeed in the house, baby. What's going on?
What's up, Doc? How you doing, brother?
You know, the politically correct lie is I'm good. How are you? The reality is I'm old and I'm dying of old age, slowly but surely, day by day.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm only partway here today. I ain't quite all the way here yet. I lost a lot last night in inner anger. You know what I'm talking about. I lost a lot of juice last night, or yesterday during the day, and it just like, wow. I got
but we had it. Look, a great wrap up to the day. We debuted. On Build.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I was just saying, it's like I got hotter and hotter as the day and the evening went on. And today I actually sent dude a message.
Oh shit. All right. Hail hell dear. What's going on, my brother? Shadowhawk, what is up? Good to see you.
And we got people backstage. So
we do. We've got some talent back there. Hello, Carrie darling. Wonderful to see you.
Here we go.
Welcome back, Hugh. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. We're a rebel, yeah. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
Crawl under your bed. What's up, Q?
What's up?
The
Q
He's working on the She-Hulk today, boys and girls.
It's maximum Q.
Be ready for that.
We're at Max Q.
What? Say what?
We're at Max Q. I got to make a stinger for this guy too.
Yes, we do. We do. But we don't have one, so everybody say hi to Levi. What's up, Levi?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Levi?
I'm doing well today. Is that
Good.
politically? Is that the way to
Yes,
say it?
yes, that is the correct, the only correct answer.
Shadow, what's up, Shadow? Got
What's up,
Carrie
Shadow?
over there. Hi, Carrie.
I mean,
Oh,
I
dear.
guess. Oh, here's your stinger, Levi. You ready?
How dare you?
There you go. There you go.
I missed it. What was it?
How dare you?
Okay. That'll work.
No, actually, this one's more appropriate. Here we go.
And we're going to sneak up and blast them.
Boy, that's my personal.
I like that one too.
There's always my personal favorite.
This guy rules.
This guy rules.
This guy rules. It's a Levi skiing, everybody.
Levi, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I guess any day we're on this side of the dirt and we can hold a pencil is a good day.
Yes. Yeah. That is for sure.
If you want to join these crazy people, the link is in the Madness chat.
I don't have anything interesting that I'm going to be doing today. I've got to do a layout for somebody. So that's all I'm going to be doing. If I can find the right one.
Find the right one, create one, like Demetrius.
Oh, I've got work to do.
That dude's
not
page
that one.
layouts are just awesome. I'm just saying what he does with the comic book pages. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Who? Steven?
No, Demetrius. Avalon.
Oh, I was talking about Steven. Stephen B does some amazing layouts.
Yes. He also does this. Yes. But yeah, man, Demetrius is like, I went back and read the first 5 just because. Dude just leveled up each book, but his page layouts are already like crazy in book 1. So you can just imagine what they got to by the time he made it to book 5. I can't wait for book 6. Speaking of Stephen B, do you have his intro loaded in here, Doc? Do you? I do not see it.
My computer's acting stupid. I'm going to restart my computer and come back in.
Okay, Stephen, I do not have your intro. I'm just bringing you in, brother.
Hey, how's it going?
You guys need to load them
Stephen B.
intros in all the studios because I don't have it in this one. How you doing, Stephen B?
Trying to fix my mistake here.
I can barely hear you, son.
How about now?
There you go. That's better. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Cool.
Fine.
You get everything straightened out from yesterday?
Well, what's gone is gone, so I'm just gonna have to recolor everything again.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Everything from the DrawStream yesterday?
Probably. It was bad.
That sucks.
Go ahead, tell them the story, Stephen B.
So here's what happened. I was trying to. So I had these files copied 3 times, so that if something happens to one, I'll still have the other one, and there'll be times where I would take one and update the other 2.
Yeah.
Well, the one I used to update the other 2 turns out to be the one that had the least work done in the color sense. So now realizing that, now I gotta redo it. Now I gotta redo them.
So which of your books that you were working on did that affect?
Rev.
Just Rev? Nothing else?
Yep.
Okay. That at least there's that. Didn't mess up the other books you work on. That's bad. It sucks. I hope you get it all figured out without having to do too much extra work. Here you go. Come on, folks, give us some love over here. Thank you, Shadow. I hear you. But we are on multiple platforms, so love wherever we get it is cool. You know. Carrie says hi to Shadow. And Carrie says, come on, Steven. You know the rule. I just made up on the spot. You gotta show that handsome face. Carrie is now making rules for the DrawStream. Quite interesting.
Carrie needs her fix.
Yes. Doc's trying to come back. Trying. There he is. And he's back.
I'm here to say my new and improved computer is fucking worse than my old inferior computer.
And then we lost Stephen B. Damn. It's StreamYard. I'm messing with my friends. Crom. Cut it out, bro. Crom.
I'm taking this thing back to the shop and I'm going to say, hey, it does the one thing I needed it to do, which is I can run Clip Studio, but it sucks at everything else that my old computer kicked ass on.
Crazy, isn't it?
PC?
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not happy.
So, Doc, I'm kind of in the middle of a mess right now. So I'm kind of hoping you can do the screen flipping for me throughout the show.
I can try.
I mean, you know how to do it.
Yes, it's just if my computer cooperates. Yes.
Right. Now, when you're working on it, just when you're working on art or whatever, just let me know and I'll pay a little bit more attention. But I'm like in the middle of a mess right now.
All right, I'll handle it for a few minutes and then I'll start. Stephen B's backstage, but not connected.
He's trying. Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to get there.
Is that what mine was doing? Devices not connected?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you're seeing.
New and improved almost always means new but inferior.
Well, it usually means they didn't test it enough.
Think about this. Refrigerators from the 1960s and 70s are still out there running today.
Yes.
Smart refrigerators that you pay the same thing you could have bought a car for are routinely breaking down and needing service. I'm just, just because it's new doesn't mean it's good. Say it with me.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Doesn't mean it's good, no.
Holy
glitches
cow.
happen.
How many things? What? Where?
Glitches happen. I mean, anything could happen.
Hooray, Carrie's out of the hospital. Hooray.
Yes.
Hooray.
The more complicated.
I didn't get my camera to work for some reason.
Okay. The more complicated something is, the easier it is to fuck it up. What was it Scotty said about the Excelsior?
I do not remember exactly what he said, but it was something like that. Yes.
Yeah. All right, Stephen, we can see your art, so we'll let you pass on seeing you for now.
All right.
For now.
I know, Doc. I know. I need a freaking camera.
Listen, don't yell at me. I'm old. I'm frail. I'm just kidding. It's all good. I need new everything. Look, I need a new computer. I need a new drawing tablet. I need a new microphone. I need a new camera. I need a new liver.
Yeah, I got a new prescription this week.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, it just replaces another one. That's all.
So my doctor, who said, here is your nice long-term medicine that's going to help one of your issues. And I went, okay. And I start taking it. Months later goes, yeah, it's not really a long-term medicine, so we're going to discontinue that one. Oh, what are you going to replace it with? Something that doesn't work? No, I'll pass on that. Thank you.
That's
Hey, Hen, what's up?
Hey, Ann.
that sounds very similar.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just saying, when we rode in the back of station wagons that were made out of steel without seatbelts or airbags, children didn't die.
Nope.
You couldn't die in a Vista Cruiser. You hit the train, you get out to see what you did to the train.
We had toys in the back, and I had a bucket full of crayons. And I remember one summer they melted.
Yeah.
It was just a big old playpen back there.
Yeah. And look, you ain't lived till you took a nap on the back dash on a long road trip.
Yeah. We would every summer we'd go up and get cords of wood, and the minute we hit that dirt road, Dad would pull over and he would allow us to put our feet on the tailgate of the pickup truck and then hold on to the big metal chain that went across to hold the racks together. And we just ride up the mountain on the back of the pickup truck, on the tailgate.
Hell yeah. My grandfather would stop at the head of the dead end road that he lived on when he was coming home, because we knew what time he was coming. And we would jump on the hood of the car and lay back against the windshield while he drove us down the road.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't wear helmets on bicycles or elbow pads or knee pads.
Pickup trucks.
A motorcycle helmet was required at my house, though. That was the one time they're like, no, you need to wear a helmet.
Somebody show act fake, account fake there, the door,
Yeah,
please.
that's neat. At least he calls himself fake right from the get-go.
Yeah. Somebody block that account.
It's on Twitch. Can't block it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it won't matter if you block it. It's just,
Yeah, Hen says we used to ride in the boot/trunk of the Volvo Estate. I still don't wear a helmet on my bike. Yeah, I mean, helmets on bicycles. Are you shitting me right now? Do you have any idea how many times on my bike that I wiped out in such a way that it would kill a modern adult soy boy?
Yeah.
But you just get up and walk it off. You just shake it off. That's what Mercurochrome is for. Helmets, elbow pads, knee pads.
I just want to pop in there and say thanks to Hal Deer and my other friend General Piggy for reposting this out on Twitter. We appreciate you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's take a look at Brother Levi working here on Galaxy Memorial Park. How many pages have you finished so far, Levi?
Oh shoot, I don't know. The entire project's over 300 pages.
Right.
13 chapters, and this is chapter 6, page 2.
Okay, so you're
this
about halfway.
Yep, this is the last chapter for the second book. So,
all right,
I will have.
So you're well over 100 pages is what I'm after here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Now,
for sure,
that brings up questions because I do this too, and I know that when I was 40 pages into Pariah, I was like, I want to go back and redraw page 1 and 3, and because I'm better now than I was then. Are you running into that? Do you do that?
No. I did it one time, and I think it was a mistake. Even though we changed some stuff up, so it made it better. But it's as is. Trust me, when you get the book for it, I won't even seem like the same artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Carrie says, Levi, your art is amazing.
Thank you.
And she likes your ass. Let's see.
My peach.
I bought my boys helmets when they were little, but they refused to wear them. Now my youngest has one because he has had a few accidents on the way to work. My eldest doesn't wear one though. Well, I mean, accidents is how you learn not to wipe out. I remember one time, man, I was I was in high school and I had a really nice bicycle. It was a 12-speed. And I was doing road riding to stay in shape because I knew I was going to go in the Navy, right? I wanted to be in good shape. And I got on this really steep downhill that was long. And I got going so fast I was passing cars. And that's the only time I ever scared myself on a bicycle. Like, I literally had the thought, I'm going so fast right now that if I wipe out on this bike, I will die. To which my young brain said, then don't wipe out.
Yeah.
Q, I don't want to hear that vibrator.
By the time book 1 launches, I will be working on book 3.
Copy that.
Bless
you. That was a hell of a sneeze.
And for that, it's a good thing I'm not wearing a headset for now.
Yeah, sorry about that, Stephen. Look, sneezes are involuntary, okay? They just happen. That one damn near took my head off. Time to take my allergy medicine.
Yeah, today's the final day of summer.
Yeah, and slowly the big, long, gray, cold, wet suck is about to set in.
Right.
And all those people, I can't wait. I get to have my pumpkin spice and wear my sweaters and boots and sit by the fire. Yeah, fuck you. It's cold and it's miserable. Hey, Christy, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, KSSS? I come in, the doc sneezed. It scared me. Some poo came out. I'll be right back.
Oh shit. You scared KSSS the shit out of him.
I don't control my sneezes, Carrie. They just happen. No, it's not early to start. Listen, I start bitching in August because I know summer's coming to an end. Because I freaking hate winter. I hate it. I want to move to the Caribbean where there are no seasons. It's just pretty all the time.
Always welcome.
Absolutely. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Pops, take it for a second.
Shit. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I'm here for a moment. Let me see. What do we got here? Q, what are you doing? Q.
What I'm drawing is the piece of San Francisco where She-Hulk was locates, and Jennifer Walters will be right here, that section. So it's walking on the either on downhill or uphill.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can you bring it down a little bit? What's the top of it look like? Is that? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. It looked like an all-seeing eye up there. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's I found one of the. I tried to look for a really decent photo reference for She-Hulk as I comb through, get to know the location. Then I thought to myself, hold on a second. Let me check on this particular movie called Requiem for a Dream. What's Requiem for a Dream? And I thought, hey, bingo. I used that for photo reference.
Gotcha.
Cool. You back down?
Took a while.
Yeah. Summer of snot, watery eyes, and all the allergies bring joy. Listen, I would rather put up with that than have to walk outside and have the very air hurt my face because it's cold. People always make that argument, the summer versus winter. Look, if it's freezing cold and you come into the house, you can go stand in front of the heater or the fire and slowly warm up, or you can put on layers. And they go, but you can never take off enough layers to cool off. Yeah, you can strip naked, jump in a body of water, and be cooled off instantly when it's hot. You cannot instantly warm up when your snot freezes in your nose. Sorry.
What's the coldest temperature you've been in?
-13. No, -20. I think we hit her once.
Wow.
Where?
In Georgia, in the southeast. But I'm at a higher elevation,
damn.
so.
Oh, that explains that. Got me all confused, huh? Georgia.
I remember.
How could it be?
So yeah, Paris Island is a tropical island off the coast of South Carolina. That's the Marine Corps boot camp. It routinely in the summer gets there up into what's called black flag conditions. That's 100% humidity and the temperature's over 100. So I was stationed down there the second time I was there, and I had to go back to the Naval Hospital across the river to pick up some supplies. And it was winter, and I was walking across the compound, and I was like, wow, the ground is frozen. You know, if it snowed, it would actually stick. And by God, it snowed for the first time in 103 years, and it stuck. I have pictures of palm trees with snow on them.
My God. And how deep is the snow? Around a couple of inches or
an inch, maybe.
About an inch?
Yeah.
Okay. Too big. Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 days later, 3 days later it was 68 degrees. So you know.
Spokane's record for 48-hour snowfall is 43 inches.
Yeah, see, nothing.
Yeah, that happened within the last 15 years.
I had a buddy that I worked with in comics back in the 90s. His name was Colin Fidgel. Colin lived in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and he said it was not uncommon to get snow over the top of their front door.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm like, you know, Canada's a reasonably free country. You can move south. It's been scientifically proven that the further south you go in the northern hemisphere, the warmer it gets. You can get away from that.
We had, let's see, winter of 89, I think, is the record in Spokane. It was -30 with the wind chill factor. And then I think 96 was ice storm. And that's the one that just took out power for like a couple weeks. Oh, it's just one of those weird storms that just poops ice on you. You know?
Yep. We had one here in the not late 80s. It was early 80s. About 3 inches of solid ice, just sleet and ice, that froze this little town solid. You could not go anywhere. Nothing could drive on it.
Damn.
But my question to Q is, because Q lives in the Netherlands and it can get quite brisk over there.
Oh, yeah.
But you've also lived in the Caribbean.
Yes, that's correct.
Which do you prefer as far as climate?
Well, the last time I checked out how the things going in my hometown, my home island, currently September is considered one of the hottest month of the year.
Right.
And it can reach up to, by average it would be around 80 or so, but sometimes it can reach up to 90.
Right. Yeah, we call that a cold. We call that a cold snap. We call that a cold snap here. 90. Psh, get out of here. That's not what I asked you though. Which do you prefer?
Nah, I prefer if it's summer, I can simply hang out here and mind my own business. But when winter comes, and I know damn well it's gonna be freezing my ass off. Normally, I can take a trip to the Caribbean. Or to New Year. It's just no big of a deal.
Good man. Yeah, get the hell out of there when it gets cold.
Yeah. But ever since of my time has changed. Like two of my relatives passed away. Some of my relatives have passed away on both sides of the. And it gets new schedule. As I've been trying to figure out how, if I go to the Caribbean, normally I could stay at my relatives, but unfortunately all my grandparents are gone, and yeah, nowhere else I could stay. The only option is simply, it's still under debatable.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, how dear's in Winnipeg? We usually get over 6 feet of snow over the winter and minus 35 Celsius. Now, what the hell is that in got to the moon temperatures?
Sorry.
Oh shit.
What is that in non-communist? Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
And that would be, if I'm not mistaken, that is still below 0.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm. Hold on, just a sec. Hang on a sec.
Let's take a look at what Stephen B is doing here. Oh, we're still coloring. Nice. Celsius. We don't want any trouble, not in any language. I got that reference, KSS. Rock on. Hey, Apex, I sent you the link if you want to come in and draw, brother.
Come on in, Apex.
All right,
Apex was going to do. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I thought Apex was going to do a new DrawStream on Thursday night.
He did. Nobody showed up. I wasn't able. I wasn't home yet.
What time was it that he did it?
I don't remember. It was minus 31 Fahrenheit. Okay. Well, now 35 Celsius and 31 Fahrenheit. That doesn't sound right. That's not the proper conversion. Christy says it sometimes gets down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit here, and we're freezing because we're babies. Yeah, if you live in a place that advertises itself as a wonderful Mediterranean climate, and it gets anywhere below 40 degrees, they fucking lied. They lied to you.
I used to have a coworker that she would always complain about the weather, and she just hated the hot, hated the cold, and came outside one day for a cigarette, and it was 70 some degrees outside. She's like, "It's perfect," and I'm like, "This is your perfect weather?" She's like, "Yes," and I go, "Okay." So we go online and we Google, perfect weather, 70 degrees year round, and it's Half Moon Bay, California.
Yeah,
the average 72 degrees year round is the average.
Nice, except it's California, so yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Gavin Newsom, just a special shout out from me here. I just speak for myself, not the others. As far as your law about memes, you can pick one and suck it. There you go. Shout out to you, Gavin Newsom.
I'll second that.
Bon appetit, Apex.
I personally have zero love for any type of censorship, and if you really want to know who the bad guys are, it's the ones that want to put us in jail for jokes.
Yeah, yeah. If they're kicking down your doors because you offended somebody with a meme, you're not living in a free country.
So that's your choices. It's really your choice right there. Do you want them to arrest your friends for posting a funny joke? If you do, then you vote for the blue.
Yep. But I don't want to get political. Let's move away. This is an art show. Let's stay on art. I apologize because I brought it up.
You know I'm going to elaborate if you bring it up. It's just the way I am.
You can't pull my starter cord, all right? Because that engine just keeps running, and I can't do that. Looking good, Stephen.
We're just foreshadowing the coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
Still drinking Ethiopian?
Yeah. Anytime I get my hands on Ethiopian coffee, I do.
What's the name of their brand?
It's not a brand. It's imported directly from the plantation, the coffee plantation, and then roasted here locally at Safe House Coffee. You can go to safehousecoffeeroasters.com and you can order directly from them. They will roast your batch and ship it right to your door.
Nice.
Best coffee you will ever have, guaranteed.
Is it? Shoot, I can't even pronounce this. This one? Ethiopian Harar?
Anything grown in Ethiopia is going to be the best coffee you could ever get.
Okay.
Yeah, see where it says it has fruity notes right there? It literally has a little fruity aftertaste, kind of floral.
That's true.
It's very good, but it's very rich.
Right.
Like you're drinking coffee.
I want to say we did this one already, and I guarantee that I liked it and my dad didn't.
Okay.
So
I much prefer African coffees over any Central or South American.
Got you.
Now, what is that from?
It was a Christmas gift from my son-in-law, so to my dad. So and on the second pot of the day, we try out one of the bags, and it's just one coffee pot. You know, but you said Ethiopian, and you said it again last time too, and I think the Nicaraguan one was good too.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. Papua New Guinea is good. But
really?
Yeah. I mean, generally, I like most fresh roasted coffee right off the plantation. His backhand right there is confusing Carrie, Stephen B.
Huh?
She said, "What part of the hand behind him are we looking at?" So he's kind of doing the knife hand, but I think, yeah, you got a little too much of his bird finger showing there.
I'll fix that.
Yeah.
Bird finger.
This one right here. Wait, let a little too much of this finger right here. A little too much of that. But that's the beautiful part about digital. You can change all that. Stand up for your rights. Yeah.
Don't give up the fight. Classic.
And it's gone like magic. Oh,
I got serious, but I didn't shoot the shit.
and someone's ringing my phone.
Get the phone, will you? I'm going to drop the link to Safe House Coffee Roasters in the chat. They're friends of mine that own the business, but they are internationally ranked as some of the best coffee on the planet. If you want to get over there and order some, you can. Tell them Doc sent you. Don't think I've ever had Ethiopian coffee. I had a buddy whose father was from Colombia, and whenever he would go down, bring me a bunch of Colombian coffee. Yeah, it's good. It's good, but all right, store-bought coffee is bottom tier, right? Folgers, Maxwell House, 8 o'clock coffee, whatever. The tier above that is South American. The tier above that is Central American, and at the top is Ethiopian or other African coffees. Just my take. Individual tastes may vary.
Results may vary.
Your results may vary. Stephen B.
Yes.
This is Q. Q, this is Stephen B. Stephen B needs a news broadcaster voice, Q, for his for his trailer. Do your broadcast voice for him. Do your old radio voice.
Okay, let me think of it. Yeah. Grand Performance USA coming this week and every week until it's over there. Flash, this is some news that I've been waiting for. The Battle of Berlin has ended, and this unconditional surrender has been expected within days. After 12 years and 3 months, Hitler self-proclaimed 1,000-year rights that ceased to exist.
Yeah, so if you actually give him a script, it'll be perfect.
That's awesome, Q.
Good job, Q.
Thank you.
Nice.
And you get to use him as an international reporter.
Yes.
You see, like it's going worldwide. It's not just an American journalist, right?
You gotta get into the mechanical sounding microphone. I know, right, Kitty? Christy, sorry. Christy, Kitty, Flip City, Christy, Kitty. Here, kitty.
Yeah, Q. I might hit thing my stutter. I'm gonna hit you up on that.
There you go.
All right.
Look at me being an agent, connecting people. It's what I do. It's what I do.
What's your cut?
Look at the connecting people.
And Doc, I might need you to redo the one you did.
Okay. All right. I won't charge you much. Probably double the fee of last time.
Or nothing.
So nothing. Yeah. I do things for my friends. What can I say?
Well, thank you.
Oh, Billy Powermax says, KSSS, thanks for remembering. Katie didn't remember. Oh, he's calling Katie out. She's not even here to defend herself, Billy. We don't do that here. They must be in the chat for you to call them out.
But yeah, I gotta redo the colors. Half of it is not that bad, but the thing is, there's some pages that weren't colored yet, and now I gotta redo the whole thing on them.
Right.
This one was like done and fixed up. Now I gotta. I fixed the space here.
Hey,
and fix this space. And now I gotta fix them again.
Hey, Steven, on that backhand, how it's, you kind of got, you got this with a thumb.
Yeah.
Bring those back fingers hanging down in the back, and they could just be black. So it's like that.
All right.
Take a screenshot. Use it as a reference, because I'm not going to hold it up here forever.
I got it.
All right.
This is actually me trying to
or
do
this
better.
one. Wait, let me do this. This is one I use a lot. Backward splayed.
Yeah. Well, something like that. I would have to redirect the arm.
Yeah. I don't want you to have to do that. I'm just, Oh, Billy, Carrie's playing a tiny violin for you. Yes, Christy. It's the first day of autumn. Put them up. Put them up.
Put them up. Put them up.
Put them up.
I say, boy. I told you for the 100th time. I'm not a chicken. I'm a rooster.
Pay attention, son. I'm not just talking to hear my head roar. Nice kid, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice. Hey, Grey Wolf. Welcome. That's the problem with today's kids. All they do is yak. They don't listen. They never shut up. They just keep talking all the time. Pay attention, son. Are you listening to me?
I'm sorry, what?
Happy birthday, Billy. I didn't know it was your birthday.
Oh, shit.
Billy.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Chuck Reardon in the house. Good to see you, Chuck, as always.
Happy birthday, Billy.
Chuck, in honor of you, I changed my title. I'm no longer even shilling my book in my title. It is now 100% right 100% of the time.
And that's 100% right.
Yep. Gary says AI doesn't have a birthday. Yeah, Foghorn was amazing. I didn't care for the Chuck Jones version of Daffy Duck where he was the bad guy to Bugs' good guy. I liked his early incarnations when he was just batshit crazy Daffy Duck.
Rabbit season, duck season.
Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, duck season, rabbit season.
Do you have a license for fricasseeing rabbit? When you're right, you're right. Exactly. Fricassee a rabbit, no. I mean, the Chuck Jones stuff was good. I just like the Fritz Frayling and the older stuff. Hey, Doran, what's up, buddy?
I'm gonna drop the link again, Doc. It's
Sure.
Way up there.
Absolutely drop it
Everybody wants to
again.
jump in, man. There's action. There's the action.
So, Q, that's what size paper are you working on right there? Because I know you got ginormous hands. So, look at those big meat flippers.
Meat flipper. Meat flipper. Hold on a second. Let me take a look at the info of this dang book.
Do not give it to me in centimeters. I swear to God.
No, I ain't gonna give you the centimeters. Hold on. Centimeters for boop.
It looks like 5x7.
Yeah, it is. It looks like a 5x7. Yeah, by the looks of it, yeah, it's a 5x7.
Yeah, Q just got them big dick beaters, makes them look smaller.
Big dick meter. Who invented that word, big dick meter?
I first heard it when I was in boot camp. Our company commander told us, he was teaching us to salute. He goes, now, when you raise your little dick beater up to your eyebrow, make sure that thumb is tucked in and you show the back of your hand, not the palm. And I'm like, did he just say dick beater? And I started laughing. That's an 11. Yeah, that's 11 by 17 paper. His hand is just 15 inches long.
15 inches, goddamn.
Big ass flipper. Oh, Billy. Billy says to you, Stephen, I told you make the chicken pink a blonde.
I'm working on it.
You can't, you just hold your horses, sir.
I gotta redo those.
Hold on a second. I think I've seen some of that graphic novel from
Wait, you saw
this one.
You saw a graphic novel called Dick Beaters? Wait a minute, what?
No, not that. In the very end of this book called Ultimate Adventures 2, they see Ultimate Tony Stark was all depressed because he realized his fiancée got betrayed. That then he looked at her and said, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Binoculars, quickly!" He looked at the binoculars and he said, "Oh, hello there, little Biggs. When did you breeze into town?" Tony said, "Pepper, I need you to prepare the helicopter. Mountain retreat and an extra special of bottom Monet Conte. I've been saving an emergency seduction. Hurry, time is absolutely essence here." And Pepper asked, "But what about Natasha, Tony? What about your broken heart?" And here's the reply, "Never underestimate the healing power of applaud. Oh, Miss Potts, I'll be back at work in a month." See the facial expression.
The healing power of a blonde.
Be back at work in a month. Ultimate Tony's a horn dog.
You know what? That's the way Tony Stark should always be.
Yeah.
He's a rich horn puppy who happens to fight crime. Actually, he doesn't really fight crime. He fights threats to life on the planet. I mean, could you imagine if Tony Stark he's like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to Gotham. I'm going to stay there for a month and just go out at night and terrorize criminals like Batman. He put Batman out of business. He can fly. And he's drunk half the time, so he wouldn't pull his punches. I always go back to that, and I'll ask it again. You got two separate billionaires. You got Bruce Wayne, you got Tony Stark. They both decide they want to go out and fight evil. Who spent their money better on their crime fighting? Come on. Absolutely, Tony Stark did.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it right now. It was Tony Stark that spent money better.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree.
He could solve problem in a flick of a switch.
As much as I like Batman, Tony did it better.
Yep, Tony spent his money better.
Wasn't it Tony at one point in time? Wasn't he actually paying the Avengers a salary?
Yes. He gave them his mansion in Midtown.
Yep.
Yeah, right. KSSS. Iron Man says to go after liquor store robbers and carjackers for a few issues. I'd read it. Hell yeah. So here's the story, you guys. Stay with me, right? Tony Stark is out in public, and for whatever reason, he doesn't have a suit with him, one of his Iron Man suits. And he gets carjacked. And the guy who jacks the car slashes him with a knife and shoots the girl he's with. So he's like, fuck that. And he goes back to the Batcave and grabs one of his suits of armor, and he decides to go out and he's just going to fight crime until he feels better about things. Come on. Tell me you wouldn't buy that. Tell me you wouldn't read that.
I would.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
A vengeful Iron Man kind of sounds like Armor Wars.
Yeah, imagine the internal dialogue he's having with himself. You know, I've spent so much time fighting Galactus and Thanos that I've overlooked the fact that every day people's lives are being destroyed by scum and villainy. No more. Not on my watch. Not while I am the invincible Iron Man. Come on. Get with me.
I remember Pops had that comic called Ho Ho Homicide.
There was an I don't remember if it was the Vision miniseries or just a spinoff one shot, but the Vision goes out one night and just fights crime. And he finds it completely non-challenging and boring. Yeah, exactly like this. Against Street, not much of a fight, yeah. But the Vision goes out and does he saves a woman who's being mugged, and she's all horrified of him because apparently the Vision is horrifying to see in person. And his voice is like, they always say it's like something from the grave, cold, blah, blah, blah. And he does not inspire warmth and trust. Like, thank you, Superman. No. Yeah, there you go. Iron Man in Iron Justice. The Iron Justice miniseries. The Iron Justice. There it is. You guys down for it?
Do it.
Iron Justice.
Yep.
Hey, sounds cool.
The second issue of Stunning Adventures drops this Tuesday. Right, Rosales? Drop your link. You've got a wrench.
Invincible Iron Man.
I mean, there was that time the Hulk helped Spider-Man with some local level stuff, and it was funny. And then they fought. What was it? Was it the Wrecking Crew or the Sinister Six that Hulk helped him out with?
Sounds like it'd be more of the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but I remember the last line was a Peter David one. It shows the Hulk jumping away, and he goes, "Inevitably, gentlemen, Hulk will smash." There you go. All right, Pops, take it for a minute. I'm going to go get a beverage. I'll be right back.
I'm saying hi to Rosales Comics. You guys, if you were up earlier, you caught the show's Super Sunday wrap up, which we also show here on the network. Good time hanging out with those guys as always. Talking about pop culture and stuff, you know, good time. And Rosales has a comic, so you can go check it out. Stunning Adventures. So it's just all a big happening. I'm wondering, we missing some people today. I hope everybody's all right. I hope everybody's doing all right. Whole bunch of people we sent invites out to. I don't hear nothing. So I hope everybody's doing good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works, I guess. And
if they listen to the fans, they can make great movies. They can make all kind of good stuff. They don't listen. They
don't want to listen to the fans.
They do not pay any attention to the room. Read the room. The people over here with money that want to go see your movies and want to buy good comics ain't impressed with what you're selling. That's the bottom line right there. Not impressed with what you're selling. Cool. Jump in here, Apex. We can go another 45 minutes or so, or maybe another hour. I do have another show at 3:30 with Texas Dave, the show off.
Oh, he's back from vacation.
Yeah, he was back last week. You're out there. I've been showing off with the Uncanny X-Men box. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing.
Right, Chuck? Yes. So, yeah, think about this. Think about it for a second. Columbo was a great detective show. There was no CSI in it, very little. He would say, Ballistics got back to me with this, but he just figured shit out. And that's kind of the Batman approach. He's a detective, but you can also crime solve like CSI. They use all the science and this, that, and the other. That would be Tony Stark's approach, right? He'd use technology to solve the crimes. And then the crossover would finally happen where he does end up in Gotham. He goes on the hunt and he finds out these carjackers are working for a mob boss and they're all over the country. And he ends up in Gotham and he runs into Batman. Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Joker. Just one more question.
Unfortunately, we're never going to get anything like that.
Well, here's my thinking. All right. I need a petition to start to make me editor-in-chief at Marvel Comics. Day one, I walk in with a stack of pink slips and a baseball bat and a clean house. I reach into the indie sphere and I hire every indie artist that does good work, every indie writer that does good work. And I say, here's what we're doing. We're going to nuke the Marvel Universe as it exists now. But from the primordial ooze, the Silver Age rises again. And we start from there.
Hey, Doc.
Yo.
There's only one character I want.
Okay, hold on. I'm bringing it up. Here we go. Yeah, baby.
You give me him.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Absolutely. Imagine Captain America being a patriotic character again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the horror.
Clutch my pearls.
Right?
Almost almost Tom Clancy type story.
I mean, you can't really beat. Let me back up. There was, and this is very hard for me to remember because this was back in the 70s, but there was a version of Captain America that never went into the ice. He just continued to age slowly, right? And he was the one that would call, 50-year-old men's son. It's okay, son, I got it. He was this battle-hardened, been fighting every day of his life since the 40s, since Operation Rebirth. Could you imagine that Captain America today?
Yeah, I could. I can. And that's why you should hire me to write the story.
There we go. The key now, Stephen, is hardworking indie writes a version of Doc's story with different characters. Yeah, it would work. It would work. But how much fun would it be to be able to reset the Marvel universe? And then I'll move over to DC. Once Marvel's up and running, I'll go over to DC. Do the same thing over there. Like, could we take Superman back to able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, not Mr. I can do anything and nothing can stop me? Hello?
Yeah.
Never been a fan of OP characters. Never, ever.
Right. And could we maybe take Batman back to being the world's greatest detective instead of Mr. I can beat anybody given enough time to prepare? I mean, if you can't put limitations on people, severe limitations, you don't really have a hero because he doesn't have anything to overcome.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, you're back.
Yeah, I was trying to change my camera again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know. I'm running into the same kind of stuff, Stephen. Like right now, if I fired up Clip Studio, I think I'd crash my computer.
But I was going to say that if you take over Marvel and bring me in, give me Spider-Man.
Really? Because I had you pegged for New Mutants.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to see you do a team book. So I'd get maybe John Dillard to do the Avengers. And then get Jim O'Reilly to do the X-Men. Levi's doing Captain America. I'll get Q doing some covers and some posters.
Lots of covers.
Yeah, but you got to finish one in a month, Q. You can't take all year. Damn it. Which does lead to another interesting question. Yeah. Hold on. That's the problem, Doc. The power that holds the key to our heroes want to use them the wrong way for the wrong man. Yeah, exactly. Heroes are supposed to be aspirational, not relatable. A little bit of relatable is fine, but it should be an aspirational version of what it is you relate to.
Yep.
Perfectly balanced.
To be like that,
things should be.
They should be relatable to a point, not all the way.
Right. Apex wants the all-winner squad. Cool. Speaking of Levi, I think where I would have you start is in World War II with the invaders.
Yeah, love it. Yes, absolutely.
And then we just bring him forward in time, over time. We're not going to freeze him in the ice. Cap will be slightly gray-haired and grizzled, kind of a Clint Eastwood type attitude. By the time we get to today, hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
It is the vulnerabilities of heroes that make them relatable to the reader. Yes.
I know what you're thinking. Did I throw my shield 5 times or 4 times? Well,
yeah.
With all the excitement, I lost confusion myself. I lost count myself. So tell me, do you feel lucky? What do you?
This is an adamantium vibranium alloy. It's the most powerful metal on Earth. It's the most powerful metal on Earth. At close range, it could take your head clean off. So you got to ask yourself, punk, do you feel lucky?
Yes.
Wolverine did that in X-Men the animated series.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did in X-Men the animated series
man.
when during the back in the 90s when the X-Men are in the middle of this the Hellfire Club. It was based on when the X-Men got caught in the Hellfire Club back in Claremont's and John Byrne's run. When all the X-Men are caught, and only Wolverine is ended up deep in the sewer.
I think my take editorially on the X-Men is we're going to get rid of this whole thing about Jubilee is horrifying, but the Thing gets run up to for autographs by little kids, because that fucking doesn't work. It's stupid. All right, we're going to get rid of that entirely. The X-Men will simply be mutants in defense of life on Earth, as the Avengers are just the world's most powerful of any shape, form, or fashion. Right? So the idea of the civil rights thing, it made sense at the time because of the real civil rights movement that's going on. But today that's been perverted into an SJW type thing. We don't want that. We just want heroic heroes.
Yep.
But I would shrink the Marvel Universe, like 12 titles, maybe at most, coming out monthly. We would occasionally do spin-offs and one-offs and whatever, but we're not going to get a fucked up continuity that doesn't support each other.
Apart.
Like the editor on every book, I want to meet with every one of them every single fucking Monday to make sure we're staying in continuity. We're not going to write ourselves into corners.
In order to
like you do every time.
Right, Rosales. All right, so I need you guys to get on it. Write-in campaign, Doc Blalock for Editor-in-Chief, Marvel Comics. My campaign promise is day one, pink slips and a bat.
A bat?
The first nose ring I see, the first blue hair I see gets the bat. Dink, get out.
Take me out to the ball game.
Yes, the X-Men will be back in the X-Mansion. The Avengers, I don't think I would move them back to the Midtown mansion they were in. I kind of like the
Avengers Tower.
I kind of like the Avengers Tower, but at the same time, I don't like it because now every time they get attacked, I got to blow up the city. So I think that upstate compound that they did in Endgame, I think that's what we'll go for.
You remember when they floated it out onto the ocean for a little bit? They took the mansion and they just sunk the damn thing. That's all they did.
Yep.
I remember in one of the Deadpool movies, Deadpool was invited to live in the X-Mansion, and one thing that he says is, "Oh, you mean the mansion that blows up every year?"
Hey Tim, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, the problem, of course, is that there are so many characters in the Marvel Universe that people love, but I would not want to have every single one of those beloved characters having a monthly title. I want to keep it lean and mean. So, but there would be regular one-shots of those different characters, like Man-Thing. I love Man-Thing. He doesn't need a monthly book. He doesn't need a monthly book.
They even have characters that they don't even know what to do with. Like it's just on the back burner until they think of something to do.
Mm-hmm. So, like, would it be better to have the Avengers versus an individual comic for Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hawkeye? You know what I'm saying? Would it be better to keep that under one title for the time being and get a good, strong story going. By the way, a double-sized comic book monthly is very doable. Those of us that have made comics know that the page count price is not that different for printing to go up to, 40 pages a month instead of 20 or 24, right?
Yep.
And we know artists are fast enough to do that and good enough to do that. So you get double the content. You can develop your stories. Your character development can happen. Yes. And each of those books being double-sized. Now, people would go, no, fuck you. I want a Thor comic solo. I want an Iron Man. We all have our favorite heroes, but they can't all have a book. It's too much. It creates too many continuity conflicts. Am I right?
You're right.
True that.
Like, I don't care if you're the world's greatest speedball fan, not giving him his own book.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
The big icons.
I ain't lying either. I collected all the speedballs when they came out. That was Steve Ditko. I was super excited when he came to the new Warriors. I was like, yeah. Speedball.
That's what I'm saying. I have a lot of characters I love. I mean, love them, but you can't give all of them a monthly comic book. It's too much. That's your overhead through the roof. That's continuity nightmare. We're not going to do that. Tim Olsen jumps out the window. Yeah, 64 pages every month. Think of how much character development you could do in a team book if you keep the team reasonably sized, right? So let's pick your top 5 to 7 Avengers, top 5 to 7 X-Men. That's your main lineup. You can have supporting characters that pop in from time to time, no problem.
Hey, I'll drop my Captain America book if you'll give me the Avengers.
Nope, you're doing the Invaders.
All right.
You're doing the Invaders. We're going to make World War II great again.
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll bring them forward.
Or maybe S.H.I.E.L.D.
We'll progress the Invaders story until World War II is over, and then it becomes the Avengers. Yes, 12 titles is plenty. It is.
Well, how many do we have right now? Spider-Man, Avengers, Cap. What else was there? New Mutants.
Let's see. We would do X-Men, Avengers, Invaders, Spider-Man, Daredevil needs his own book. That's 5. Ghost Rider needs a book because we need that super. And I don't know. Let's play the Defenders card and go with the supernatural stuff. So that would be Blade, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider,
Brother Voodoo.
Who else would make a
Would
good
you
member
throw
of
Hulk
that
in
team?
there or in the Avengers?
She-Hulk. She would be in the Fantastic Five because fuck the Fantastic Four.
Brother Voodoo.
No, I don't want Brother Voodoo. I'm not opposed to him as a character appearing, but I don't think he's big enough to be one of the heavyweights in the Defenders. Valkyrie, yeah, Valkyrie would definitely be in there. But yeah, just a small handful of strong titles, well written, tight editorial control. They would say Jim Shooter was such a dictator. Yeah, look what fucking great books they produced when he was being that dictator. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
The first Secret Wars, not the 2015 Secret Wars. I mean the OG Secret Wars.
Yes, and then we would of course have great rogues galleries that you can use better because you have a smaller number of titles, and once a year, everybody gets down on one big crossover event, one big earth-shaking freaking event.
Just make it the annual that year.
Mm-hmm. Nope, no cable book. Sorry, Not going to happen. Cable was too little butter spread over too much bread in the 90s. Sorry. He's a cyborg with an arm. Who gives a fuck?
Now there's two cyborgs with an arm. There's Cable and then the Winter Soldier.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the whole point. Yes.
Cable, what about the X-Force?
Huh?
What about the X-Force?
Fuck them. One X title. That's it. One. How many things do they slap the letter X on in the 90s to try to milk that cow until dust came out of the tits?
Yeah, you got a point there.
That's what I did with Cable.
You got to roll your brains back to the 70s and early 80s, boys. But the 90s. The 90s were the beginning of the end. We're not doing that.
That's a cool Cable, man.
Thanks.
Apex,
Cable,
Adventures into Fear can be used for Brother Voodoo, Man-Thing, Warriors. Yeah, there would absolutely be a
Domino,
a yearly book that would feature the supernatural dark side stuff like Brother Voodoo, Man-Thing, Morbius, Living Mummy. Yes, Werewolf by Night. Yes, we would do that stuff every Halloween. You're going to get Adventures into Fear. Apex, good call. Yeah, the 90s rocked. The 90s were the beginning of the end, Tim. I know you're a young fella. You don't get that. You weren't around for the good stuff. But if you go back to when comics were truly amazing and ride that wave instead of driving the car into the ditch like they did in the 90s and following, so you got to go back to where the problem started and correct the course. Because like it says right here, I'm 100% right 100% of the time. I know that I'm allowed to be right, Tim. The problem is I never am.
It's Miss Marvel. That's what I did with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, we got to have a cosmic division too. So we would have a Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvel together.
It's Miss Marvel.
Because she ain't Captain Marvel. Fuck off. It's Miss Marvel.
It's Miss Marvel, yeah.
Carol Danvers.
Captain Marvel. Let's see. What the heck did I do with Captain Marvel? I think I did somewhere.
We'd
right
make
here.
Wolverine again. Not you can blow them into molecules and each molecule will grow back a different fucking Wolverine. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that.
Nova.
Yeah, in the cosmics, we would have Nova, Quasar, Silver Surfer,
Yeah,
Marvel, Miss Marvel. Go ahead,
from what I'm hearing now, pretty much every other Marvel character or DC character are getting to the point where they're becoming gods.
Eventually, if you don't have strong editorial control, stories will always go sideways. Because anything that seems like a good idea at the moment to you comes out that month, or whatever the cause de jour is becomes suddenly the cause de jour of every hero in the. No, fuck that. We want heroic heroes. Imagine that. Yes, there's room for the Punisher. Absolutely room for the Punisher. But let's take him back to being the Punisher. He's not a hero. He's an absolute vigilante. He's just out there blowing bad guys away. It's what he does.
You should have no rogues gallery. They should be all dead.
Yeah. Punisher does not have a rogues gallery because he kills them all.
That works.
Now, Timothy, here's what I'll do. You can go play with the we'll give you Malibu Comics. Go do whatever you want over there. Yeah, the Punisher is where you send the character to die. Yeah.
I did have it, the Punisher. Let me take a look at it. I think I did.
Can you imagine that if that was the case? You're on a book and your editor calls up and says, "Hey, man, the Punisher's showing up this issue or next month." You're like,
Yep.
"Shit, I'm getting fired."
Yep.
That's just how they did it. The Punisher shows up, kills your character, your book's over.
Yeah, yeah. That's how you know you're getting a pink slip. The Punisher shows up in your title.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit.
It's everywhere.
Yep.
It's as soon as you hear that, you hear from a distance of someone else's office. God damn it!
Mr. Blalock, there's one of the writers on one of the books is here to see you. Yeah, fuck him. Give him his pink slip. He's out of here. No, it doesn't work that way, Timothy. They all make appearances sooner or later. They just don't get their own titles. It's not that I don't want them. You can't flood a market that has a limited reach. You want a successful company, low overhead, high margins. Always the secret to success. Yep, exactly right. There it is, Apex. Because I loved the cosmic stuff. Jim Starlin was a genius at that stuff. Loved it.
What's another one example? The Christgau War made it awesome.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Timothy, I got to renege on that. I can't give you Malibu. I'd give that back to Roland Man.
You give Malibu to Roland?
Yeah. So let's see. Timothy Olsen can have Richie Rich. You can have Gold Key Comics. You can have Gold Key. No, I'm not giving you Image.
Richie Rich.
You get Richie Rich, Hot Stuff, and Casper the Friendly Ghost. Make them awesome. And if you bitch about it, you're getting Archie. So fuck off.
But there is one incident that Archie made a crossover with the Punisher.
Look, yeah, that's for all the titles. So if you're doing Betty and Veronica and the Punisher shows up, just know it's over for those bitches. I'm actually inclined to agree with Chuck Dixon, who said the problem for the big two started when they headed towards exclusively doing Seafood, stopped doing War Western horrors. Comes, yeah, that's a big part of it also. Then Archie will be badass. Yeah, make him badass. Nope, Tim Olsen does not get to be at Malibu. Sorry. Richie Rich is rich enough to make himself an Iron Man suit. So there you go. You have 5 seconds, Timothy, precisely 5 seconds to come up with the name for the story arc of Richie Rich becoming a vigilante. Go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. Time's up. What do you got? Too late. Off to Archie you go. Jughead's Revenge.
Oh, Professor Kingby could be what's the guy's name? Lucius Fox equivalent.
I would also, if I was Marvel, I would acquire Popeye, and his ass is going into the Marvel universe. Popeye, Dark Harbor. Popeye, Dark Harbor.
Well, blow me down.
Fuck Namor, we got Popeye. And by the way, we can have Namor, but I swear to God, those little wings on his ankles, they got to go. That never made any fucking sense to me whatsoever. Sorry, Jack Kirby, I love you, but no.
Bill Everett.
Is it Jack Kirby or is it Bill Everett?
Yeah, who did the first design on Submariner?
Everett.
I can try to look it up real quick.
Was it Bill Everett?
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up, somebody. Yeah, Casper should absolutely be a horror title. Poor tragic Casper was an innocent little kid who was the victim of a serial killer killing children, but his spirit did not move on because whatever reason. And now he's out for revenge on that serial killer. There you go. There's your story. Run with it, Timothy. Make it happen.
Basically, a spiritual equivalent of the Punisher.
Exactly right. Oh, speaking of which, on those mystical superheroes or the Defenders. Wait a minute. On the Defenders team, we got to include Moon Knight. There you go.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Steven.
Moon Knight.
The creator of Namor
Uh-huh.
is Bill Everett.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Bill. The ankle wings have to go. Sorry. That shit never made any sense.
And the character first appeared in 1939.
Yep. There it is, Timothy. You're doing it. You don't have a ghost of a chance when Casper comes calling. Yeah, KSSS. I've always thought about that. So Casper is Richie Rich's ghost after he dies at the hands of someone who kills him for his fortune. But because Richie Rich was an asshole, he becomes Hot Stuff, the little devil, and he goes to hell.
Part mentioned by Ed Gein.
Good. That was good.
Doc.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Ed Gein would be his mentor. Put Lucifer Storm in it.
Yeah, somebody get Lou Storm on the line. He's writing that book. It wouldn't take much, fellas. A 1-week retreat with a new creative team that I hire. I will keep some of the originals, like Steve Epting. Absolutely, I want him drawing a book. And there's some other talent out there that I would keep. All the writers got to go. Sorry, guys, fuck off. Well, let me rephrase
Not even Bendis.
Let me rephrase that.
Uh-huh.
If you are able to keep your pie hole shut and not put your personal agendas into your book, and you can write, you can stay. But, here's the real way you would tell. Instead of going in with pink slips and a baseball bat, you still have those. But you call a meeting. And you say, all right, everybody order coffee. Take a coffee order. Any person that orders soy lattes, you're fired.
But I will get constipation. I will get lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. Get out. Get out. I'm allergic to gluten. Get the fuck out.
Don't forget some wipes.
That's what you tell him. Here, have a cookie, man. Get out.
Here's your pink slip. Leave. But no, leave. No, not Tigra. Not Tigra, Apex. I want Hellcat instead. I like Hellcat better. So I'd have my editorial staff get together on a retreat. And I would say, here are all the heroes that we all like, but they're not getting their own book. I want ideas for their one-offs that happen once a year. And I would put a team writing that. You go develop those. Give me the Eternals, the Inhumans, whoever the fuck, all the 5,000 X's that won't be X-Men. You go and make a one-off once a year for those guys. There you go. With instructions, though. If you show up with an OP character and an OP storyline, no, sorry. Go back, write again, come up with something better.
Because you actually want to see the heroes actually struggle whatever it is they're doing.
Right. So, like, if I create a character called, I don't know, Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, the word supreme has a meaning. Don't show me the Scarlet Witch show up and whoop his ass. Get the fuck out of here. Again, am I wrong?
Nope, you're not wrong.
Kind of bummed that they retconned Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
On Quicksilver.
Yeah. She's such a good hero to have played with, and they did it wrong. They had it right with, like, the Witch of Wundagore Mountain storyline, and then they screwed it up. Oh, we got to have the Hulk, too. The Hulk would get his own title in his whole universe. Move him back to the desert where he belongs.
Fighting Abomination.
Yeah, like his world would take place in the Southwest. I do like Mr. Fix-It, though. I could see Grey Hulk being a bouncer at a club. That would be so cool. He's an enforcer for the mob that nobody can kill.
That'll be good if Joe Fix-It at the end, he's had a new job as a bouncer in Madripoor.
I don't know. I think I'm going to nuke Madripoor.
You got to nuke Madripoor.
Yep.
That's where Wolverine hangs out.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He's going back to New York or Canada, one of the two. Pick one and suck it. I think the Savage Land can stay. We'll keep it. And what do they call the blue spot on the moon? It has a name. What is it?
The blue area of the moon, Atla.
Atla, yeah. It can stay, I reckon.
Latveria.
Oh, hell, look. We don't get rid of Dr. Doom. You don't touch him. I'll tell you right now, the Fantastic Four is getting reworked hard.
Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda can stay. And that's what I'm saying. Those major characters that won't have their own monthly book, they get a yearly special, a 100-page book every year. A good one. Q, I might have to fly you into to the offices to have you be an assistant editor.
Really?
Yep. Not a book editor, an overall assistant editor.
God damn.
So it'd be, hey, Q, I need you to go down to the X department and tell those motherfuckers to stop with all this spinoff garbage because we're not doing that. Anybody gives you any lip, fire them.
Take Frank with you.
But I'm almost finished. Wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Tell them one more time, and the Punisher's showing up in your book. I'm telling you.
Don't make me tell you again. But that's it. Punisher's going in your book.
But I'm almost finished with that story. I am offering the deal. Altering the deal. Pray I don't alter any further.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
That's it. So I did have a good idea that went nowhere back when Netflix had the Defenders characters.
Oh, yeah.
After the hand is wiped out, we see an epilogue where Daredevil goes into an alley and he sees these semi-super powered beings that are killing people and doing this and he fights them. And it's like, who are they? The hand is gone. Why are they like this? And a figure steps out of the shadow and goes, they're not immortal. I must have heard 1,000 of these rodents make that same claim. They all died on the edge of my blade. And it's Blade. Because vampires are moved into the vacuum left by the hand, and it's the vampires that Deacon Frost has recruited. And now Blade.
That would be cool.
Yeah, the Blade joins the Defenders universe. Tell me, come on. Hello?
Hey, that'd be cool.
That would make a big buck.
Yep. But they never bother to consult me on these things, guys. I'm just telling you. Because fucking that Defenders universe had the potential to be something amazing. You had Jessica Jones was badass. Daredevil, of course, rocked hard. Luke Cage, fuck that guy that played Danny Rand. We'll get a new one. And we'll do the Heroes for Hire. Yep. There won't be a Power Man series, and there won't be a Luke Cage series and a Danny Rand Iron Fist. There will be Heroes for Hire. And they're operating out of Harlem. And let's roll with it, baby.
Like Lethal Weapon kind of way.
Hell yeah. Because the only time Danny Rand was tolerable was when he teamed up with Luke Cage. There they are, right there.
Instead of setting in Harlem, I drew a setting in Los Angeles.
Yep. I did love, by the way, when Stick showed up and he goes, because the living weapon is a thundering dumbass.
That's a good line.
Oh, it was perfectly summed it all up, how everybody felt about that character.
And mind you, Finn, the actor who played the role as Iron Fist, he showed up at the last Dutch Comic Con. I saw a huge poster all the way in the distance. I looked at him and I thought about the quote, what Stick said. A thundering dumb.
Yeah, I don't know who watched Game of Thrones and went, oh, that's a good idea. Let's get... No.
A thundering dumbass.
Yeah, and I've never liked that whole, Bruce Banner had it too in Infinity War, where it's like, it's like erection disorder. I can't get it up. I can't summon my power. Get the fuck out of here with that. If Iron Fist can't summon that Iron Fist and throw down anytime he needs to, fuck off. If the Hulk can't Hulk out, fuck off.
Mm-hmm. They could have let Edward Norton stayed as Banner.
Oh, Ruffalo's got to go. He's got to.
He does.
He is a disgusting human being.
It really bumps me after hearing the news.
If he'd have kept his mouth shut and just been an actor, because that's what we pay you to do. And by the way, don't think that speech wouldn't happen that first day in editorial. You're here to make comic books, not run a political campaign. If you've got an agenda other than that, get the fuck out.
Or go run for office.
What's that?
Or go run for office.
Yeah, if you want to play politics, go run for office. Get the fuck out of here. The only politicians we care about around here are the Kingpin and Dr. Doom.
Oh, yeah. There was a story arc, I can't remember, was it last year or the year before that when the Kingpin was the mayor of New York.
Yep.
That story.
Yeah, they're going to do that in the new Daredevil series that's coming up.
As I read from the synopsis on Wikipedia, I go, oh shit. What the fuck? That amazed me.
Yeah, Infinity Gauntlet should not have had sequels. Yeah, the Infinity Watch and all that shit. Nah. And if you're going to come up with something that is called the Infinity this and the Infinity that, well, then that's so OP, everything else is over. So, like, I remember we were playing that Marvel game, that role-playing game, and this guy, I have Dr. Xavier. He's the most powerful psych. Hello, this is Moondragon, and she has the Infinity Mind Gem. Game over. Get the fuck out. Because the word infinity means, because infinity means things. Words mean things. Actually, you know what? Jim O'Reilly would not be doing a team book. I think I would put him on Thor, because Asgard gets its own reality, its own stories, and whatever. So, what do you think, Pops? We put Jim O'Reilly doing Thor and the Heroes of Asgard? Yeah, you're right, Timothy. Not Ron Lim's best work. Agreed. But I'm going to blame that on editorial. That was a bad editorial call. And that's been the big weakness at Marvel for too long. You've got artists that can draw, minus that abomination that was Miss Marvel. You remember that shit? Horrible man-looking woman.
Are you talking about the one with the horrible face?
Yeah, the Miss Marvel looked like a dump truck with a face. Fucking horror show. So I want artists who can draw. I want inkers who can ink. I want writers who can write, and editors who are not afraid to bust balls when they need to. Yeah, that was a horrible drawing. But you weren't allowed to say that, or you were racist. Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't want to hear that shit.
That's racist. So much for freedom of speech.
Yeah, right? Like, I'd get the Hodge twins to come in and be my human resources officers. If you don't know who the Hodge twins are, look them up.
Look 'em up.
Who are the Hodge twins? I've never heard of them.
There are two African-American conservatives who think the whole race baiting thing is the biggest scam in history. And they are very vocal
those
about
two.
It. Yeah. They're bodybuilders.
Huge. Yeah.
The big guys.
Yeah.
Big guys. Yep.
You're sub to their channel. Yeah. That's going to be my human resources office. You want to bitch about something being no DEI, you go talk to those guys. They'll straighten you out real quick. Yeah, they're funny as hell. They are great.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen one particular video.
They hate the race cards so much that their giveaway is the General Lee. They're giving away a General Lee. That's trolling as hard as you can possibly damn troll. All right, sorry. We don't want to get into politics. Keep it on comics. Just telling you guys, you got to write it in. You got to write it in.
Hey,
Doc
Blalock.
Blalock. Doc Blalock for Editor-in-Chief, Marvel Comics. No, we can't talk about music. That's too divisive.
Puff Daddy.
Nope, not going there. Not going there.
Too recent, too soon.
It's too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah, if you want current events, tune into Doc's Coffee Shop Wednesday at 1 p.m. We'll be roasting all of that stuff. Yeah. Levi, damn you.
Oh, I seen another joke too that was maybe I'll write it in the chat maybe on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a guest Wednesday, Levi. If you want to just pop on and hang out with us, you're welcome to do so.
All right. Okay. We'll see.
I'll make sure you get the link. Just come on in. We'll just have a few laughs. Guys, we have reached that point in the show where it's time to begin signing off. So we'll just take it around the room. Where's your Post-it note, Levi? Levi, where can people find you?
You can find me at on Twitter at Levi Skeen, on Rumble and Instagram at 3 Strokes Studio, and then you can go give my comic book follow on Twitter at GMP Comic.
There you go. Galaxy Memorial Park coming soon to a theater near you.
Yep. Stephen
B, where can people find you, sir? And he's muted and probably AFK. My timing sucked.
Hey, I'm back.
All right, Stephen, where can people find you, sir?
Well, you can find me right here on the Madness Comic Network. You can also find me on boldcatstudios and all other platforms. Every platform, but some of them.
Well said. I'm Doc Blalock. I'm the writer and artist behind Pariah, Blood and Mud, the forthcoming Pariah, Sanctum of Hate. And I'm thinking of changing that to Cauldron of Hate. It's more witchy. What do you guys think? What do you think? Cauldron of Hate, Sanctum of Hate. Anyway,
Sanctum.
I'm also the writer and artist of A Damn Dirty Thing, funding now over on Fund My Comic. Would love it if you go over there and give it a look, show it a little love, a little support. It's a story about a time when men were men and women weren't. I am also the host of Doc's Coffee Shop on YouTube Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Soon to be on pilled.net. And yeah, that's me. Pops, of course, is the founder of the Feast, the Madness Comic Network. You can find him on all social media, Madness Comic Network, and the Madness Entertainment Group moving over to Pilled here very soon. Q, do that thing you do.
You can always find us here in the Madness Comic Network on YouTube and Christgau.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Peace out, everybody.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
And don't think it hasn't been a little slice of heaven, because it hasn't.
Well, you know, I finally got the last word.